I'm pissed off. Donald Trump stole my food stamps, and I'm not happy at all. Currently, we were getting like $800 a month in food stamps, and that helped us a lot. And then he caught on that I been making some money on TikTok, and basically they sent me an email, and they're like, you can't get it anymore. You're making too much money, and now I make too much money. It's kind of stupid to me, because like it doesn't matter what I make on this stupid little app. I'm still not making enough to have $800 in food stamps. I think I deserve it. Like, and then to make matters worse, he of course had to take my housing too. So now we have to pay out of pocket for our house. So this is ridiculous. Like, my daughter stopped paying me half of her check because of her stepdad. Now I have to pay rent, and I don't get my $800 a month in food stamps. This is seriously my 13th reason why, and no, I don't want any of your opinions.
So, I'm still angry, and I'm a hot mess because I'm still angry. But if I have to see one more person, I just saw one. She used to be one of my favorite creators, but not anymore. And she was literally gaslighting and screaming at her audience, how dare you call me a monster because I voted for Trump. I go to gay pride parades, and I stand up for racism, and I say to my kids, you don't just witness it, you say no, don't say that. But then voted for Trump, and she's literally gaslighting her audience and just demeaning them because they think that she's a monster for voting for someone. And if you voted for a monster, you are okay with racism, and you are okay with homophobia, and you are okay with sexually assaulting women and children, by the way. So if you are okay with those things, you are those things. Point blank, period. So if the shoe fucking fits, wear it with your whole fucking foot, Cinderella.
I am officially past the crying phase. I am so fucking pissed. I am so fucking pissed right now. I have not felt this level of anger in my body in a very long time. I'm not generally a fucking angry person. I am so fucking mad right now. It's gonna be so much fucking worse. Trump already set the framework up. He has stacked the courts. He has a completely red House and Senate. There's nothing that's gonna stop him from being the villain that he is. This isn't just about lowering gas prices and shit. This is so much worse. This is so much worse. I might be sitting pretty in my little fucking blue state, but I still fucking care about the rest of the fucking country. I care about my friends that don't live in a state like this. I care about the families that are going to be affected when they get rid of the fucking education systems that are in place, when lower income children aren't going to have food to eat, when people lose their fucking health care, when people can't afford their fucking medications that are already so fucking high, when people can't afford to feed their families, when they can't pay their bills. Like, what's gonna fucking happen to us? We don't make a lot of money. The average American doesn't make enough money to get tax breaks with whatever the fuck Trump's planning on doing. Like, I don't understand why so many people vote against their best interests just because they didn't want a fucking black woman as a president. I'm so fucking pissed. I am so mad. For all the people that didn't fucking vote because you thought it wouldn't be a big fucking deal, because you wanted to stick it to the man, because you thought that maybe if Trump became president, then we'd actually get some fucking change. We're not gonna get change. It's gonna be fucking worse. Do you think that we're gonna be able to fucking magically help Palestine now? No. I am so fucking pissed. I am so fucking pissed.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about something very simple. Food. For many families, food help is not a luxury. It is what helps them get through the month. Some people work every day and still cannot pay for everything. Rent is high, food is high, bills are high, and when there are children at home, the cost becomes even harder. I think we need to stop looking at this only as a political fight. people who need food help are not all the same. Some are working, some are old, some are sick, some are have children, some are having a hard time for the short time. And yes, we are maybe people who use the system in the wrong way, but we should not punish every person because of the new few bad cases. There are another things we should remember. You may not need help today, but life can change very fast. We can lose the job, we can get sick, we rent can go up, and suddenly we may need help too. That is why I believed food help should be about people, not hate. Because before we judge someone, we should ask, what is your, what was my family? At the end of the day, nobody should be happen to see a children go hungry. We can disagree about the system should work, but helping people eat should never become a reason to hate each other. What do you think? Should food help is protected for people who truly need it? Tell me through in the comments. Let's continue.
Today, Donald Trump told you MAGA supporters in unequivocal terms, he does not want your support any longer. He doesn't need your support anymore. You gave him exactly what he wanted and what he needed. Power. That's all he wanted from you. He hates you. He made fun of you and told you you were uneducated. He hates you people. He's always hated you people. He convinced you that it was okay to take away your health care. And he took away your health care with this bill last week for many people that voted for him. He took your health care away. He fucking hates you. He made fun of you. And this morning he said he doesn't need or want your support anymore. And he's not going to release these Epstein files. What do you say to that, MAGA? I mean, right now the Democratic Party is the only party pushing to have those Epstein files released. Are you getting this yet? Is it sinking in? Donald Trump has never been for you, ever. He hates you people. God, it's time to wake up, burn the red hat already, and join society.
Nothing to say. There's nothing I would say, or I mean, he's not gonna change. My food stamps just got taken, so I'm in a bit of a crisis here, trying to find out how I'm gonna pay for food for the month. They closed my case. I think yesterday. I just found out today. So, yeah. I mean, I'm getting a lot of people like saying, "Go Trump! Oh, yo, he's so awesome." Nothing. Wastes of life. I have no food now, so this kind of sucks. And you people still support him? Right here.
Today I want to talk about something that is getting a lot of attention in America right now. Food help. Many people are talking about SNAP, food SNAP, and what could happen the families who depend on this help. And after watching many people speak about their own lives, I honestly think this is not just a political story, this is a human story. Because at the end of the day, we are talking about food, we are talking about parents trying to feed their children, we are talking about older people, we are talking about people with health problem, we are talking about people who work but still do not have enough money left at the end of the month. And that is why I want to share my opinion today. I also want to keep this simple, no big words, no complicated talk, just common sense. one video really stay in my mind. A woman said that she and her boyfriend were working but they were still struggling to buy enough food. She said that she was even skipping dinner sometimes. Think about that for a second. This is not someone says, I do not want to work. She said he is worked since he was very young. She has a college degree. She has a children. She worked, but because children's care is so expensive, she had to take lower paying job so she could be her kids, and even with all work she still needed food help. That tells us something important. Sometimes working hard is not enough, and I think many people forget that. People look at someone getting food help and stay. Why do not you just get a job? But what if that person already has a job? What if they are working 40 hours a week? What if they have children? What if their rent high price? What their car needed gas? And the does not automatically make them lazy. Now I understand they some people are angry about the government programs. I really do. People work too hard and pay tax. They want their money to be used in a good way. They do not want people cheating. They do not want fraud. They do not want wastage. I agree with that. If someone is cheating in system, invite it. If someone is stealing money, stop it. But there is a big difference between the stopping fraud and the taking food away from the people who really need it. That is where I think need to be careful, because when you make a big cut, we can not only hurt that person who is cheating, you may also hurt to child who did nothing wrong. You may hurt an old person, you may hurt a disabled person, you may hurt a working family. That is the part of that is the interesting. Some people are now saying I vote for Donald Trump, but I do not agree this, and I think this is important movement, because voting is not suspend to be about blindly supporting a person. You support to look at what the person wants to do. Look at the points, look at the result, ask yourself how will affect my family. That question should come before anything else. Not is this person Republican, not if this person Democrat, not do I like this person. This question should be what will the policy actually do, because politicals can be very emotional. Politicals know this. They know how to make people angry. They know how to will make afraid. They can tell us your problem in that group. Maybe this point is immigrant, maybe this point at black Americans, maybe the point are poor people, maybe the points are getting a government help, and people becomes angry. But sometimes while everyone is flooding each other, nobody asks this most important question. They are my life is so expensive. They why this food is so expensive, why is rent so high, why this healthcare is so expensive, why this children's car is so expensive, why this hard to save money. Thus are questions people should be asking, because blaming another person do not make a grocery bill cheaper. Blaming another families do not lower your rent. Blaming immigrants do not pay your medical bill, and fighting with your neighbors does not put food on your table. This is why I think people need to be very careful about political base only on anger. Anger feels powerful and gets you someone the blame. But anger does not solve problem. Good policy does. And this is also why I do not understand people who celebrate who when someone lose food. I have seen people say things like good they should get their job, but what if the person already works what they are working and still poor, what they are raising their children, what there is disability? Should their children go hungry? I do not think so. And let me be clear, I am not saying the every government program is perfect. It is not. No system is perfect. There is always be people who try to cheat. There is always be waste. There always be bad. Yes, but should fix the bad parts without the destroy the food part. That is the common sense tells me. If the car has one broken part, you do not throw the whole car away. You fix this broken part. The same idea apply here. Find the way, stop fraud, and check really need help. Make the system better, but do not forget the real people who depend on it, because sometimes we talk about the number so much we forgot the human behind this number. And maybe tomorrow we could be here. At most importantly, do not let someone confuse is another ordinary Americans. You family getting snap is not your enemy. Is poor working is not your enemy. Your old person needs help is not your enemy. The mother trying to feed her children is not your enemy. We have much bigger problem to deal with. Do you think food help should be protected for the people who truly need it? Or do you think the system needs major cuts and charges? I want to hear your opinion, but please keep the comments respectfully. We can disagree without attacking each other. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone who might be the decision useful. I will see you the next video. Take care. Bye bye.